Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you've been paying any attention to the fast-paced digital economy we're living in today, you already know the deal. Financial literacy, it's no longer just optional. It is absolutely essential. I mean, whether you're a working professional climbing that corporate ladder, an entrepreneur building a business literally from scratch, or a student just stepping out into the real world, the financial decisions you make today are actively shaping your long-term success. So we're going to break down exactly how you can take total control of your financial destiny. And we'll be drawing on some really incredible, actionable insights from the team over at Rasta Infotech.
Okay, listen to this quote right here. Financial success is not about earning more. It's about managing wisely. It is such a common trap to think, man, if I just got that promotion or if I just made an extra $1,000 a month, all my money stress would just magically vanish, right? But according to the financial planners at Rasta Infotech, that is a total myth. Actually, earning more without a management system just means you're going to spend more. It's like pouring water into a leaky bucket. Informed management is the true key to long-term success here. You literally have to tell your money where to go rather than looking at your bank account and wondering where on earth it went.
So let's dive into Section 1, the 50-30-20 budget rule, which is really your financial foundation.
Now, if managing wisely is our ultimate goal, budgeting has got to be your cornerstone. For this explainer, we're taking things completely back to basics to focus on a micro habit that honestly changes everything. Enter the 50-30-20 budget rule. This brilliant little rule takes all the stress and the sheer guesswork out of budgeting by sorting your monthly income into 3 distinct, super manageable buckets. So, the largest portion, 50%, goes strictly to your needs. 30% is carved out for your wants, and that remaining 20%, that's entirely for your savings and financial growth. What I absolutely love about this approach is how it proves budgeting doesn't mean, reducing your life to zero fun. It's all about proportionate balance. You still get 30% of your income for the things you actually enjoy, just as long as the math holds up.
But hold on, before we get to that crucial savings bucket, we really have to establish some strict boundaries, like what exactly constitutes a need versus a want. Needs, which again take up half your income, are your absolute survival basics. These are your non-negotiable obligations. We're talking rent or a mortgage, basic groceries, keeping the lights on with utility bills, and minimum debt payments. Basically, if you don't pay for it, your life stops functioning smoothly. Wants, sitting there at 30%, well, those are the lifestyle upgrades. That's dining out, entertainment, your 5 different streaming subscriptions, and vacations. It sounds incredibly simple on paper, but getting ruthlessly honest with yourself about whether that daily fancy coffee is a true need or just a want, yeah, that is where the magic of this rule actually happens.
All right, moving on to Section 2, mastering the 20% and securing your future.
Okay, so you've paid your rent, you've had your fun with the wants bucket. Now this final 20%, this is the engine for your financial growth. If the 50% keeps you alive today, this 20% is what ensures you can actually thrive tomorrow. But here's the catch. You can't just leave it sitting aimlessly in a checking account doing nothing. There is a very specific order of operations you need to follow to make this money work for you. So here's your game plan. Step 1. Prioritize high-interest debt. Things like credit card balances can act as a silent killer of wealth simply because the interest compounding against you will literally always outpace any investments you try to make. You got to consolidate it and eliminate it first. Step 2, build an emergency fund because, well, life is entirely unpredictable. And step 3, invest and plan for retirement, which is how you actually multiply your wealth. The trick is to tackle these in order, letting that 20% bucket flow from one priority to the very next as you check them off. Let's zoom in on step 2 for just a second. 3 to 6. That right there is the hard metric for your emergency fund. You need 3 to 6 months of basic living expenses saved up. And remember, you calculate that using the 50% needs bucket we just talked about. You'll want to keep these funds in a liquid account so you have quick access when, say, your car suddenly breaks down or there's an unexpected medical emergency. Interestingly enough, Rasta Infotech's financial planners highly suggest linking this emergency fund to a recurring deposit. This builds incredible discipline, essentially putting your entire financial safety net on autopilot. Set it and forget it, right?
So once your high-interest debt is officially gone and your emergency fund is totally full, that entire 20% bucket gets poured directly into step 3, investing and retirement. Investing is how you grow your wealth way beyond basic savings. The key action items here are to really diversify your portfolio, spread it across equities, bonds, and mutual funds so you're spreading out your risk. You also want to utilize SIPs or systematic investment plans for that steady consistency. And when it comes to retirement, It is literally never too early to start. Make those small, regular contributions to provident funds, the national pension system, or private pension schemes. If you ever sit down and use a compounding calculator, it is actually mind-blowing to visualize how even tiny amounts in this 20% bucket just explode in value over a few decades. Of course, an absolutely essential part of maximizing your wealth is making sure the government doesn't take more than its fair share. Smart tax planning ensures that more of your hard-earned money stays right there in your own pockets, inside that 20% bucket. There are some incredibly powerful, completely legal tax optimization strategies available to you. For instance, you can leverage deductions under Sections 80C, 80D, and 24B for things like insurance premiums or your home loan interest. And definitely look into ELSS funds. Those are equity-linked savings schemes. These are brilliant because they offer dual benefits. They legally save you tax money up front while also providing long-term equity growth on the back end. It's a win-win. Which brings us to Section 3, Growing Wealth with Technology and the Digital Finance Revolution. Okay, so we know the 50-30-20 rule basics, and we know exactly how to prioritize our 20% savings bucket. But how do we practically manage all of this without completely pulling our hair out? Well, the answer is the digital finance revolution. Technology is rapidly transforming personal finance, giving you seamless, real-time control over your wealth in ways that simply weren't even possible a decade ago. Just think about the contrast here. Manual tracking, saving paper receipts, meticulously updating a massive spreadsheet every Sunday is tedious. And let's be honest, most of us abandon it after about a month. Compare that to the digital finance tools championed by Rasta Infotech. We are talking about AI-powered apps that automatically categorize your spending into those 50-30-20 buckets the exact second you swipe your card. We're looking at blockchain-based savings solutions and comprehensive digital dashboards that monitor your retirement goals in real time. By integrating your finances with digital transformation, you basically remove human error and make good financial habits completely effortless. And finally, Section 4, a secure financial future. Bringing it all together. Securing your financial future isn't about winning the lottery, guys. It is all about building a system. By mastering a simple micro habit like the 50-30-20 budget rule, you naturally set yourself up to achieve major macro goals. You build resilience against life's unpredictable emergencies. You steadily eliminate that wealth training debt, and you create a continuous automated pipeline for long-term investing in retirement. As Rasta Infotech perfectly summarizes it, by applying these strategies, you can build resilience, grow wealth, and secure your future. The modern economy might seem super complex, but the formula for success in it is actually quite straightforward. You just combine foundational financial wisdom, like strict budgeting and tax optimization, with the incredible power of digital innovation and automated tools. That combination, that is exactly how you stay ahead of the curve. So, I want to leave you with a direct challenge today. Where does your money actually go every month? And more importantly, does it fit the 50-30-20 rule? Don't just guess here. I highly encourage you to open a digital finance tool right now, look at your last 30 days of spending, and calculate your own buckets. Are you maybe spending 60% on wants? Are you saving a flat zero? Look, the numbers won't lie. Find out exactly where you stand, apply the system we've outlined today, and start building that secure financial future you absolutely deserve.